Welcome to The Orange Couch with Three Odd Guys Brewing. I'm here today with Trod, Chris, I'm Philip, and Josh, all the Three Odd Guys. We're here in this beautiful, unfinished brewery here on 5th Street in Apopka. And, we call it unfinished. It's getting there. We'll talk a little bit more today about when we're going to open, when we expect to open. We're going to talk a little bit about a beer that Josh is introducing to us today. Josh, I've tried it, and I'll give my thoughts on it later. I'm going to keep you in suspense. But we're also going to talk a little bit about Hurricane Dorian and how excited we are about that coming through, and then some timelines and fun stuff like that. But I don't know if everybody knows the Three Odd Guys from Three Odd Guys Brewing. We say there's Three Odd Guys, but there's really four of us. I want to introduce everybody. Trod, let's start with you. Let's talk about your long walks you like to take on the beach.
Yeah, long walks on the beach.
Yep. You said how tall are you again?
I used to think I was 6'1" until I actually got measured and realized I wasn't as tall as I thought, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah, man.
All right.
I still think you're very tall, man. Very handsome.
But I still like long walks on the beach, sand in between my toes, wind blowing through my hair, or maybe the lack of my hair. But
your
maybe
beard.
my beard hair.
Yeah.
So each little gray gristle that I have here, I can feel the wind blowing. It tickles my face.
Tell everybody, you played little college football, right?
Oh yeah, back in my good old days.
Were you good? That's what I want to know.
Hey, you know what? Listen, I once had a guy that he told me, say, Trod, he said, you know what? If I could buy you for what you think you're worth,
right?
No, he said, if I can buy you, sorry guys, if I could buy you for what you're worth and sell you for what you think you're worth, I'd be a rich man.
Exactly.
And it took me a second. I said, wait, I think you just insulted me. I really do.
This is why you're starting a brewery.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But you know what? So back in my good old days.
But that shaped you, right?
It did. I enjoyed. I played sports throughout my whole life.
Who'd you play for?
Oh gosh, let's see here.
You played at Marshall.
All the way,
just
I was
college.
ready to take it back all the way to Little League.
No, you don't need to tell us that, man.
Gosh,
We don't have enough time, Trevor.
Yeah,
exactly.
right? We got to get out of here soon. But you played at Marshall, right?
I did.
What position you played?
Real Marshall. Gosh, played both sides of the ball.
Did you really?
Yeah, had some time at linebacker.
I didn't know you played linebacker, man.
Yeah, but I ended my tenure there as a running back.
Nice.
Had fun. It was fun.
You showed me a video once.
Really?
Yeah, you scored. I guess was that one touchdown you scored?
Listen, that was
one touchdown.
That was one. That was the one. That was it.
That was the one.
All right, that was.
Don't
the
get
one.
me wrong. It looked impressive.
Yeah.
And I didn't play college football, so I know the I'm over here talking trash, but
And the football career even shows in the logo, right? A little something.
Tell them the story. That's a great idea, Chris. Tell them the story about your finger. Hey, I want everybody before as we're doing this, everybody go to our Three Odd Guys Brewing Facebook page and pull up the logo, right? And I want you to look at Trod's finger, right? I want you to look at Trod's finger. Show Angela. That's my wife, Angela. This video. Show her your pinky, man.
Oh God.
And then tell the story. Look at that.
Yeah,
that's nasty, Trod.
Yeah. You see the pinky.
If you can't see it, it's all jacked up.
Yeah.
It looks like what does it look like? A hook? It's like, oh yeah, there it is on the logo. It looks like a hook. Tell us that story, Trod. What happened?
So I'll just say that one of my not so good games, trying to hold myself up, kind of took a couple blows, and it was a nice wet game, and tried to keep myself from falling to the ground, and apparently all my weight was on that little finger, and it snapped. But you know what? I was playing. It was no need to tell the doctor that I had a little issue with my, as what we say in Florida, your panky. Okay? And having issues with my panky. So I need to keep playing. I buddy taped it. You tape it to that next finger. You keep moving.
There you go.
So,
weren't you supposed to go to the doctor or something, man?
Listen,
Fix it up.
When you go to the doctor, they want to do surgery. Hey, when you're playing, you don't stop that train from moving.
Were you a senior? Is that what it was?
No, that was
So how many more years did you play with that finger looking like that, man?
Yeah, I had to be maybe a junior then.
Good Lord.
So, dude, you buddy taper, you keep moving.
I hear you.
Shoot, that's what life is about. You just keep moving.
That happens to me all the time in advertising.
Yeah.
All the time.
But here's the thing, though. I was told if I ever wanted it to be straight again, they'll have to break it. So
Ooh,
you know what? I'm good.
But that's a part of your personality.
It
Oh,
is.
no, you can't fix it now.
I know it's in the logo.
Yeah,
it's all in the
You're
logo
done
right now.
No,
we have
fixing
the
it.
rights to that. We're good.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So
That is now officially trademarked.
Yeah, so our guy out of Oregon who helped us with the logo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
You know,
Todd.
he put the.
He found it.
Yeah, he saw the fingers, and everyone looks at it and say, okay, something is not right.
I thought there was something wrong with the drawing until I got called out. My bad.
We said no. Look at Trod's finger. That is exactly. Todd did a great job drawing that out. He did a perfect finger.
Pointing out my deficiencies.
Trod. Before all the ladies or all the men kind of try to hit on you, you're married, right?
Yes, I am.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So your other half is Tammy. So we like her better than you. So it's all good, man.
You know what? Hey, somebody likes something about me or a part of my life. I
Exactly.
don't know. I take whatever I can get.
You're okay. You're all right.
Most of the time.
Trod, man, it's great to meet you for the first time. I've never met you, man.
I
So
know.
Chris, talk to me, man. What Chris is single, by the way. I'm gonna start with that. Chris is actually at this point. I think you're single.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now you can talk about your long walks on the beach.
Absolutely. My name is Chris. I'm on the left of the logo there, looking into outer space, because that's usually what I'm doing. Come from the hospitality restaurant industry. Here to make your experience at the brewery the best that it can be, as we really connect with the city of Apopka and bring everybody in. A really cool place to kind of hang out, hang with friends, have some beer, get some food, and really have a good time here at Apopka. Really escape.
Yeah, Chris. The cool thing about Chris is he'll put you in a reality check real quick when it comes to like, all right. So Trod and I will say something about building like the bar, and he'll go, we'll go, what, why can't we do that? Well, here's why you can't do it. You got to be 7 feet this way.
You got to think about all the angles, man. The day-to-day operations.
But he's right. 9 out of 10 days, he's right.
Absolutely.
Even if Trod won't admit it, he's right.
Or I don't want to hear it.
Exactly.
Keep your thoughts to yourself. Unless they're in line with my thoughts.
Exactly. And we've figured out how to handle that.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
We're thinking about you guys out there, waiting for you to come in here. So.
Because he can be intimidating, but you do a good job.
He's a big teddy bear. We're good.
Yeah, exactly. Josh, tell everybody about yourself. And by the way, Josh is married. I'm starting with that just in
I'm
case.
married.
Just in case, man. Just in case. Yep.
I'm Josh. They also call me the scientist. I'm the guy who's always texting about, hey, I got this new beer idea. It's a big passion of mine. Trying to bring. My goal is to bring a lot of really good quality beers to our community and to everybody who's into the craft beer. I got lucky to get a good team, a guy who's a money man, a guy who's been in the restaurant industry, a marketing guy, and I just brew.
Well, you say that you stay in your lane, but you can do other things.
I do.
He knows how to dance really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, really well.
Yes.
And
you may see him on the bar eventually.
Yeah.
No.
Coyote
I do the best awkward dancing ever.
And he's a sharp dresser. I want to. Hey, actually, when you come in, when we open, I want you guys, anybody out there, I want you to walk in, and when you meet Josh, ask him to do a coach's stretch for you. He'll do the coach's stretch.
I'm just really good at being awkward. It's cool. It's cool.
Yep. So then a little bit about myself. I'm Philip Deems. I've been doing advertising and marketing and entertainment for 30 years. I'm the boring one of the group. I'm the dork that wears the hat. So that's kind of how everybody knows me. I am married, but I'm not real worried about telling people that because ain't nobody looking at me. So just wanted to make sure that we introduced ourselves to the world as the Three Odd Guys Brewing team. So today what we're dealing with, we are actually in our brewery. It sounds a little hollow on the mics, but we are building out a 4,400, right, about 4,400 square feet, Trod, is that right? 4,400 square feet. We've, as you can see with this team, we're very diverse in terms of what we bring to the table. The fact that we've got our head brewer, we've got our money man, the dude who handles all the business, and we've got operations handled, and then you've got marketing handled. That's hard to find in a team, and I know that because we've been in business a long time. But the bottom line is we're really excited to be opening up the brewery on 5th Street in Apopka. Don't come out here yet because you'll find it to be completely unfinished. But what we're hoping is within the next 2 to 3 months. Is that correct, Trod?
I say 3 months is a stretch. I'm hoping more of 2 months.
Yeah.
But definitely before the end of this year, if we bleed over into the next year, I'm going to be a very unhappy
We'll be in trouble.
camper.
Yeah.
So my expectation is that 2 months is the real plan. We're still working with the general contractor to get everything situated because once the subs get in, they're going to be rocking and rolling, and
It happens quickly.
Yeah, it does. So I'm pretty excited about working with the city to really help us make sure this place is a presentable place, and so everything is literally right now. There's some permitting, and it's going to be rolling out of permitting pretty quick here.
Awesome.
So fingers crossed, no other issues, because this has been an ongoing conversation that we've had with the city. So
for a long time.
Yeah.
And you know, Trod and I especially, I know these guys tried to talk some sense into me, but we're like, man, in 2 months we'll have this joker rolling, and that was in January. So, so everybody that we talked to laughed in our face, but that's okay. We're excited that we're still pushing forward, and by the end of the year, at the latest, if we hit January, Trod will punch all of us in the face, or tackle us, or take his pinky and rub it on us. Or something.
Close fist.
Yeah, close fist. Yeah. So we don't want that to happen. But
I'm not violent.
No, you're not a violent man. It's all good. Not with me, at least, because you know I know kung fu.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing about what we're doing is we're building out this industrial looking place. It's going to be fun. It is going to be odd. We've got a lot of fun things that are going to be happening from the infancy that you're going to see from the infancy of when we started Three Odd Guys Brewing. 3 gentlemen started it in the garage, and it has grown ever since. And what we're going to be doing is a lot of the fun stories that have happened in our old neighborhood that all of us used to actually experience. Some of them may have been drunken nights as I speak. Drunk now, but no. Slip and slides at midnight, riding bikes at midnight, fun stuff like that. But what happened is Josh, the story goes like this basically, right? So once we started brewing and everybody in the neighborhood found out, what happened?
Everybody wanted to hang out.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah.
So it really, what was cool about it was we got to meet new people. We got to hang out with new people in the neighborhood. And that's one of the things that we want to bring into the brewery. And Chris tells this story all the time about, you know, how we want to be one big family, right?
Absolutely. It's friends, it's family, it's the city, it's the place to hang out and really get to just hang out. Kids, families, whatever it is.
Exactly. So, and that's really what was interesting about it. As the kids watched all these adults have fun, so did the kids, man. So we had a blast. Matter of fact, I think I stole some of the kids' bikes a lot of nights.
Oh, yeah.
And just rode around. Yeah, that was fun.
Or skateboard.
Skateboard, one or the other. Yeah, we got videos. If you want to go to Three Odd Guys Brewing Facebook page, you can see some of those videos. But what we're dealing with right now is Hurricane Dorian. So one of the things that we wanted to do was not just try a new beer today, but we wanted to try out some wings from one of our local places that we hang out. Hurricanes. Get it? Hurricanes. That was your idea, right, Trod? Hurricanes.
Bar and Grill.
Mm-hmm. So Hurricanes Bar and Grill. We tried their wings. What was your favorite, Josh? We tried Hurricanes, and we also did Pizza Hut. Let's give a national chain a chance, right? So we tried Pizza Hut. We tried Hurricanes. What was your favorite?
I just love wings.
Okay, so both wings were good.
I can't. Yeah, I just love wings.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what kind of wing you get. You like it, Chris? What did you think?
The dry rub on those hurricane wings was incredible. Caribbean, is that what it was?
Jamaican, right?
Jamaican jerk.
Jamaican
jerk.
that was good. That was good.
Chris, I'm gonna agree with you on that one. That was fantastic. Had a lot of flavor. What do you think, Trod?
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of the Jamaican jerk. And
there should have been.
There was a third one.
Oh, was there?
We didn't get to that one.
Oh, we didn't eat it, so we'll eat that later.
Yeah.
But it really did pair well with Josh's beer. Josh, tell me a little bit about this latest beer. We have named it Aren't You Glad, and it's our second IPA. Is that correct?
Correct. It's our second IPA. This one I did a little bit of changes and some new stuff. This one, as you can tell, it's self-explanatory.
Yeah.
A lot of citrus notes, and we actually even also use fresh orange zest that Chris and I spent a while zesting oranges ourselves.
Don't lie, I was there.
Moral support.
You're right.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure we had some of that actual fresh orange flavors to it from oranges, not only just from hops and so on and so forth.
So when you say, for anybody who hasn't done this before, when you say zest, what do you have to do when you zest an orange?
I don't know the name of the tool, but you use a zester,
Yep.
and you take that fresh, clean orange, and you're zesting the actual orange outer layer of it. That's where you get that zest from. You don't want any of the white rind on the inside, because that adds a lot of bitter notes to it.
Right.
So with this batch, we used quite a few of those oranges. We sat there and zested them forever to bring that real natural, fresh orange flavor, which is a lot what I was trying to get in that recipe creation.
So in the process, where in the process do you add this zest?
During the boil,
So during the boil. So tell everybody who does not brew, how does, I know we post a lot of brew days, but we don't post the process. What's the process like when you brew? How do you start? So you make water hot, right? That's how it starts.
You start off with strike water.
Yep.
Get to your certain temperature. Obviously, I'll keep it in a much more simpler version.
This could be a 2-hour talk for Josh.
I can talk all day. Then you mash in
Yeah.
with where you basically you have your grains in your mash tun
Right.
at whatever temperature needs to be for however period of time that you need. It's almost like when you're making tea.
Right.
And soaking it for whatever time and temperature I need until I get where I need to be gravity wise and pH level. And you go from there, and you're basically rinsing it out and going into your boil kettle.
Right.
And then that's where all the rest of the magic happens. Once you get into the boil, that's when you start adding your bittering hops and your aroma and
Very cool.
whatever other stuff you might be adding into it.
Like the orange zest.
Like
Yeah.
the orange zest.
Yep.
So that's when you drop the zest, you drop the hops, etc.
Yep, exactly.
So then it goes into a fermenter. How long did we ferment this beer?
This one was a 2-week fermentation.
2-week
Ale
fermentation.
fermentation, yeah.
And then after it ferments, what does it do, Josh?
Well,
I like to drink it afterwards.
we carbonate, we keg,
but
so
you carbonate and keg.
yeah, I force carbonate it, and to get it, we didn't bottle any of this stuff.
Very cool. Very cool. So I want to say this. I love this one. This is one of my favorite IPAs that you've brewed. It's really good. Even though I'm an IPA guy, I try a lot of different beers. You've got a brown that's really good. You've got a porter that's good. I know we've got many other beers that we're going to be putting on tap. But what I'm really excited about is for Apopka to be able to try these. Well, and the world, let's just be honest. So we're really excited about where this is headed. Really excited about being able to share not just our beers, but our story with Apopka. Trod, what'd you think about the beer? What's your palate normally like? What do you like normally, Trod, when you drink beer?
I'm definitely an IPA guy. Which IPAs, that's kind of touchy for a lot of people.
Some of them are too bitter or whatever.
You either love them or you don't. Depending on your East Coast, West Coast. If out on the West Coast, they're into many of the sours. Haven't really been able to get into the sours just yet. Because just something about that puckering up just kind of makes my face get sore.
I thought he was a claw kind of guy.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I called you out. I have seen him with a claw before, but that's okay.
Sorry.
Don't say anything.
That was really Aquafina.
Yeah, exactly.
Truly.
But so what I like about this one here, I enjoy the citrus flavors because I know when we were talking, it was like, how do we get back to like really what's Apopka about?
Right.
Getting beyond just the nurseries, but knowing at one point there were a lot of orange groves. In the area.
Yep.
Which some of these orange groves have given way to new neighborhoods, but just getting back to Central Florida as a whole, the oranges, the orange groves. I mean, that's where my family came through and worked in the citrus industry, and like many other people who are from this particular area. So that this kind of takes me back to it's beer, but it's good beer with something that makes me think about Apopka,
That's a
thinks
great
about
point.
this area. So
that's what we
were trying to get out of it.
That's really well stated, because that's the whole point of us starting up. Three Odd Guys Brewing is all about family, friends, and family, and all about Apopka.
APK.
That's right. We really, really want to make sure that we bring everything. Hey, John's stopping by to say hey to us. we got friends in the neighborhood. But the most important thing that I'd like everybody to take away from this first podcast is, one, when you come to Three Odd Guys Brewing, you're going to be experiencing something different, which is, choose to be different, which is our tagline, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You're going to be experiencing something different. What we like to say is, when you walk in that door, you're going to feel comfortable. You're going to make sure that you have a blast. You're going to taste good beer. And there's some more things that we can't tell you right yet. We will be able to tell you soon, but you're going to be able to experience even more than just beer. It's going to be a great atmosphere. It's going to be fun. Three Odd Guys Brewing is ramping up and getting ready for the end of the year. Trod, anything else you want to say before we wrap up, man?
No, just maybe we want to touch on a little more, kind of the choose to be different. I know we won't go too much, but really trying to push that a little more. Just getting everyone to understand, continue to be unique, be different. Don't be like everyone else. Don't be a follower. That's really what our brand is
all about.
Right, really trying to push forward the uniqueness in everyone. So,
yep.
And we'll be in the days to come, months to come, years to come. we'll be pushing that even more, even with the school age kids too. So,
Exactly. Yeah, one of the things we're excited about is in the neighborhood that we're in, we're going to be talking about some of the fun things we're going to be doing with the neighborhood we're in, et cetera, giving back to the neighborhood. But again, these are things for another podcast. One of the things about Choose to Be Different that I'd like to, just at least extend to the community is this. We know that everybody doesn't like the same beer, doesn't have the same taste. We understand that a lot of people drink Budweiser, drink Bud Light. We're going to cater to everyone in this brewery. We're going to make sure that there's something here for everybody, but it will be different. I promise you that. It will be different. Chris, anything else you want to wrap up with, brother?
Not at all. We've got a lot of support already from the local community. So again, visit our social media. A lot of ways the community can actually support us right now, from merchandise to whatever it is. But check us out on social media, 3oddguysbrewing.com. All of those support us because we're going to give it right back to the community as well.
Exactly. Josh? I know you like beer, but
yeah,
you can talk about other things if you want.
A couple, not very much. Just say, be patient with us. We're working our hardest to get this place open as soon as possible so everybody can come here and experience the atmosphere and our new beers that we're bringing out to our community.
Love it. Well said. I will wrap it up with this. I second what Chris said. Please visit our website at 3oddguysbrewing.com. Don't be afraid to shop. We've got some really cool things that you can purchase there. Some of them you can see here. 3 Odd Guys Brewing t-shirts that have the really cool logo with Trod's messed up finger on there. And then we've also got Racerback tees. We've got some really cool stuff in there. We've got our VIP if you want to sign up for our VIP. Our VIP program gets you a lot of cool things. Also visit our Facebook page at 3 Odd Guys Brewing. Also visit our Instagram page at 3 Odd Guys Brewing.